Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Talking Movies podcast. I'm Alex Leyba from the YouTube channel Alex Leyba. Very original name, I know. And I'm joined today with...
Solly, aka Solly. Add me on Instagram at Solly_Bowden, you know. Yeah, trusty film review.
I'm Tom from TT Reviews. You can find me on Instagram at TT_reviews for daily and weekly movie reviews.
Okay. And this is the first episode of you guys' podcast, and I really appreciate that you guys asked me, to be the first, guest on your show. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.
It's alright, I'm happy to have you.
Good to have you, man.
How long have you guys been watching my channel for?
I've been watching you for ages, for like 6 months.
I've only recently discovered your channel. Since I knew you were coming on the podcast, I started watching a few of your videos, and they're pretty entertaining.
Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, so it was good. I enjoyed it. Definitely subscribed.
You're the savior of Blu-ray hunting. It can be a little bit boring just watching someone go around getting Blu-rays, but you make it really entertaining.
Oh, thank you.
Watching.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, that is true. The video I was watching, and I was less interested in the movie you're going to get and more in your journey there, who you're going with. I think that's so special.
Exactly. That's really what I try to make my channel about. I mean, movies is definitely the thing that's talked about a lot, but with my channel, I try to have it more geared towards the people and the camaraderie and our dialogue and going out and whatever, the things we talk about, and stuff like that, rather than just strictly movie talk.
There was a video I was watching, I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was with you and I don't know if it was your brother, and some guy, and you went to go and get some movies. I think I can't remember what you got, but I think it was this little kid, and he got La La Land, and he was talking about it, and I just found that quite nice. You don't see a lot of kids like that get films like that. They usually just get Despicable Me and stuff, and it was nice. It was nice to see different people's opinions, and good channel. Definitely watch.
Oh, thank you so much, man. We have viewer questions. Questions from viewers, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so let's get right into them.
So, what are your most anticipated upcoming movies other than Infinity War? Like I said, House That Jack Built, directed by Lars von Trier. I'm excited for that. Some people can connect with Nymphomaniac, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But if it would connect with a serial killer, what this film is going to be about. So that's my pick.
Mine's mainly a lot of animated films. Incredibles 2, Wreck-It Ralph 2. 2 sequels I've been waiting for a long time now. And I'm happy they finally come in. I just hope they can deliver. Isle of Dogs, new Wes Anderson film, is out now. So I'm looking forward to that. And
I don't know, it's I think maybe my most anticipated film would be Halloween, directed by David Gordon Green. I think that's his name, and written by, I think he wrote it as well, along with Danny McBride, which when I first heard of that I thought, I don't know, but apparently they had a really good idea and they wowed John Carpenter with their pitch. And I think maybe a big part of it is them, erasing all of the sequels, and he's probably thinking, oh, I freaking hate those things. Yeah, good. But, that sort of thing. But, I definitely can't wait, to see what they do with it.
Yeah. When you say erasing all the sequels, do you know when the film's taking place or what it's about at all? I haven't really looked up much up on it.
It's 40 years later because they can't really use CG to make, Jamie Lee look younger, and, Dr. Loomis is dead, but it's 40 years after the original, and apparently they're changing certain aspects of the ending of the first film, and everyone's speculating as to what that is, and, if they do it right, I'm okay with it. If it's just a really small thing, like for example, Loomis looks over the thing and then he's like gets whatever Myers gets like arrested or something. I don't know. Like it's they're very like the plot's completely under wraps, and I just really hope that they're gonna do something really cool with it. So I definitely can't wait to see that, and that's why. That's my most anticipated movie of the year.
I bet it's come out like next year for us, don't you think, Tom?
Yeah, the UK is so bad at getting films.
Oh, really?
We got Trainspotting before America did, though, didn't we?
Yeah, one thing I found really funny, my sister was looking really forward to watching I, Tonya, and like it was on the Oscars, and she was like, "Why haven't I seen I, Tonya anywhere?" I was like, "It's not out until January here." She was like, "Really?"
That sucks.
With 2018 so far.
Ooh.
Right, so mine is You Were Never Really Here, directed by Lynn Ramsey and starring Joaquin Phoenix. It is so good. I love it so much. It's brutal, but it's not. It doesn't come across as like brutal for brutal's sake. But it's in the plot and it's needed. I don't know. I just love it.
Probably going to be a really unpopular opinion, but I really liked Annihilation. That came out this year, right?
Yeah, it did. I have not gotten a chance to see it yet, but I heard mixed things about it.
I would recommend it. I think both of you will probably like it. It takes, I would say the third act loses me a bit. I think I lost everyone a bit, the third act. But I really do like the film, the way it's structured, the effects. The film is beautiful, by the way. Definitely worth a watch. Definitely my best film so far.
I gotcha. Well, like lately, I haven't really been to the theater too much, but I'd say my favorite. Like, first of all, I've only seen 2 2018 films so far, and one of them was The Cloverfield Paradox. And then the other one was Ready Player One, which I saw like 4 days ago, I believe. And I just. Why don't you guys take a guess which one I would pick as my favorite of the year so far?
Cloverfield.
It's the Cloverfield.
What did you actually think of Ready Player One? I'm curious, because it seems to be getting extremely positive reviews, which surprises me a bit.
Just kidding. But yeah, it's Ready Player One, obviously. But Ready Player One was, it's getting so much, positive attention, and like pretty much the main criticism with the film, like negative criticism with the film, is its character. Is its character development, and it's not as bad as some people are saying, but it definitely could have been a lot better. Like the characters definitely could have had way more depth than they did, for us to care about them when about their journey and their whatever. Like what they're trying to accomplish, especially from Spielberg. I was, looking forward to, to that. But other than that, the movie visually it was amazing, and like all the references were awesome. If you're a fan of The Shining, you will love this movie.
I want to ask something because I haven't seen the film yet,
okay.
And I want to know people's thoughts. Do you think the film relied too much on nostalgia?
Not really. I was actually kind of hoping that there would be more, like, references and stuff. Like, there's definitely a lot, and it definitely was not, like, relying, like, on that, to be, like, the like, it wasn't, like, it's, I think you get what I'm trying to say. But
okay.
And so
that really surprises me that I didn't get any character development, because the film is on for like 2.5 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, like there's a lot of Easter eggs and small references to things.
Okay.
And right, your next one.
Yeah.
Most disappointing film of 2018 so far.
Well, I guess Alex's pick is going to be hard for this one.
The Cloverfield Paradox.
I'm gonna copy that and say that's also my most hated film as well.
The film I've watched so far this year is The Post, so The Post is my pick.
Kind of hard to say. I remember earlier, like, I was listening to you guys talk, and then out of nowhere I hear, the post was boring. which I haven't seen it yet, but like it seems like, you know, like people say that Spielberg's just been making like factory films, you know, and then like this Ready Player One was his like introduction back into like classic Spielberg, like adventure action sort of thing, you know.
I'm sure he made the post like so like quickly after he finished filming Ready Player One, so it's pretty like cool. Nah, it's made a pretty solid film. It's not like a bad movie by any means, but it's just a little bit disappointing. No, but he made it in so small time, so I think he had longer in it.
Like so average.
Yeah, that's the only kind of bad film I've seen. Shit. Yeah, well.
Literally wasn't a Cloverfield film because
it's just a film which they stuck Cloverfield on the title just to get more money.
Exactly.
Apparently they added like Cloverfield references like in post to make it.
They probably did. It probably wasn't even a Cloverfield film.
Exactly. This is what they did.
It's like they did it for Hellraiser movies. Like if someone wanted to make their film be made, they just added a load of weird like Hellraiser stuff in it to make a Hellraiser movie in the sequels that were dreadful.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So, like, most of them were originally just original movies, and then the studio, like, probably bought the script and just added a load of, like, Hellraiser plots into it. Like, Hellraiser scenes.
Like, whenever they do that with a movie, like, it usually turns out god-awful. But with 10 Cloverfield Lane... I thought that was a great movie, and like the ending, you know, everyone hates. I actually like the ending. I thought it was really cool, and plus, like it wasn't like overly reliant on tying into Cloverfield anyway, like the Cloverfield Paradox was, and I thought that was a great movie, and like I definitely had high hopes for the third Cloverfield film, and like I was so pumped, you know, with that. You know, the Super Bowl ad, like I was so excited, and then I watched it, and like to be honest, when I first saw it, I was thinking, it was all right, you know, like I definitely got to see it again but then I looked into it and discovered that like, you know, like everything about it, I'm just like, yeah, the movie sucks, but like the whole movie was shot, or at least most of the movie was shot. And, like, it didn't have anything to do with Cloverfield. It was supposed to be called the you know, God Particle or whatever. And then, you know, J.J. Abrams came in and said, hey, you want to make this a Cloverfield movie? And then they went and shot, you know, like, a lot of the Earth scenes with the girl's husband and, you know, like, whatever, the monster walking around. And then, like, some other shots, and used editing to make it tie into the universe. Like, for example, if you listen on, like, the only time anyone says the word Cloverfield is on the radio, or whatever. And, like, there's so many, like, there are some shots in the movie to where you just think, okay, yeah, you know, they definitely added that in post-production or whatever.
Yeah, going back to 10 Cloverfield Lane, the thing of that film is that it ties itself into the Cloverfield storyline, but not as directly as wanting as Paradox does. Paradox forces Cloverfield into its like story. Like 10 Cloverfield Lane, it is its own movie featuring Cloverfield without forcing it. I don't know if that makes sense, but
yeah, which like basically like the thing that kind of upsetted me about this film is that like I wish it was just on one world, you know. But now like, you know, they're saying that like, you know, like in this new Cloverfield film, like they say like, oh, you know, now there's just an infinite amount of universes. Like each film is a different dimension. It's like, come on, like
yeah, it's kind of ruined it, to be honest.
I know, like this film completely ruined everything that I thought they were setting up, or like everything that you know, like it just, I don't know. It was
the setup after 10 Cloverfield Lane is really good. Like this got me more invested into the Cloverfield world, and I was like, I want to see where it's gonna go now. This
film wouldn't have tarnished it, like the entire franchise. You know, I mean, I am with you on that, but like this film wouldn't have tarnished the whole franchise if it was all on one world, okay? You know, like if the whole thing was, you know, just in one, you know, world, but like you know, based on the fact that, you know, it's all different dimensions. Like, there's, like, now, apparently, it just kind of ruins the whole series.
Yeah, it's just really bad.
And supposedly, there's another Cloverfield film coming out in October called Overlord, or Cloverlord, or whatever the hell it's called. And it's supposed to be taking place during World War II. It's like, okay? I don't know, which...
I love how they gave it to Netflix because they knew it wasn't going to make any money.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
Netflix.
I'll tell you what, the people who made that crappy movie got lucky, because J.J. Abrams came in. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
We actually made some money off of it.
Rented out.
Because, you know, I really liked the first one and adored 10 Cloverfield, so I had high hopes for the series, but it just went down the toilet. It went down the toilet.
Favorite film genre?
Oh.
I think for these questions, like, you two go first and then I'll go last, like, for the rest of the questions.
Is satire a genre?
I don't know about a genre. It's a subgenre. Do you mean like spoofs?
Yeah.
Like Scary Movie and stuff like that.
No, I'm more about the death of Stalin or something like that, like Veep.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like political satire and stuff like that. That kind of stuff I like.
Oh, I
especially
gotcha.
Like the ticket.
I gotcha.
Or in. Yeah, so that's my favourite, but probably like actual genre would be I don't know, probably comedy. That's my favourite.
So mainstream.
Yeah, mine would definitely be horror.
I'm just kidding, but yeah, I don't know. Like I've always, you know, I love all genres. You know, like it's hard to pinpoint a favorite genre, but like. You know, like the ones that stick out to me, you know, like the three ones that, you know, I adore are drama, thriller, and horror. Like, you know, I love those three, but I don't know, like it's between drama and horror. I think probably drama would be my favorite, but I don't know. I think for now we'll just go with drama, but you know, I also love comedies and stuff.
The movie that got you into loving movies.
Boy.
Alright, and then mine's Son of Rambo.
Oh, really?
Son of
But
Rambo.
not a good one. That film with that kid who makes a Rambo movie. It just made me love films. It's like the first like kind of adult-y movie I watched, but it's a 12. But it's like, oh no, I had a naughty word. But it just kind of intrigued me, and it kind of made me want to make movies. Or get into movies.
I guess mine would be three films all tying together. Would be Edgar Wright's Cornetto trilogy. Like I always watched Shaun of the Dead as a kid, and then I started rewatching it when I was older. I discovered he made two movies similar to Shaun of the Dead, and then I started getting more into Edgar Wright, discovering other directors, and yeah, that's what really got me into films.
Cool.
That's
you,
cool.
Alex?
That's cool. I've only seen The World's End actually, out of the Cornetto trilogy, and I love that movie. It's great.
Definitely recommend watching Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. If you like,
Hot Fuzz is hilarious.
Yeah, if you like The World's End, you'll love all the rest.
I actually have Shaun of the Dead, so.
Oh yeah, definitely watch that.
I'll definitely check it out sometime. But movie that I'm not entirely sure. I mean, like if I had to pick, I mean, like, and if I'm really like being honest with myself, like the original Saw film, which is actually my favorite horror film, and you know, well, I mean, I don't really even consider it a horror film, really, but you know, it's classified as one. But anyway, the original Saw probably. I mean, like, if I had to pick one, of course, there's like, you know, some other films. But, like, I think that one the most, like, got me, like, it made me, like, think, because, like, I don't know, like, it was one of the first movies to where, like, I was interested to, like, you know, learn a lot about it, and like, looking at the special features and listening to the commentary track and stuff like that, and, like, it was, I think it might be the first film that, like, made me think about film editing, just, like, the way it was cut together, especially, you know, and stuff like that. Like, and I don't know, just like something about it just like made me interested, you know, wanting to learn the behind the scenes and stuff like that. And then after that, I did it with a lot of other films that I loved. So I guess that one.
I haven't got any now.
I don't think so. Besides, like, you guys both produce content, right? Like,
I do movie reviews. That's all I do.
Oh, I would do films on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Which editing software do you use?
I just used some really bad app I found.
Oh, really?
I mean, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I recorded a video of some film I liked, and I did all I was using some editing software. I think it was like Sony Vegas or something, which I got illegally, and I did it all, and it just didn't work, and I gave up.
Oh,
so I guess Sony Vegas.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I've never worked with Sony Vegas before, but when I was in school, high school, I took this class, and I worked with Premiere Pro. I think it might have been an older version of it, but oh my god, it's complicated. Which, like, for the first, like, year or so of me, I've been on YouTube ever since, I've been making videos ever since June 2015, and I've used iMovie for my first, I think 2 years of me on YouTube. Like, I've almost 2 years I've used iMovie, and then I got Final Cut Pro illegally. Don't tell anyone. Oh yeah, I forgot, we're live on the podcast. Whatever. But yeah, I've been editing with Final Cut Pro ever since then, and I really like it. There's it's simple to learn, and like there's a lot of different transitions and things you can do and stuff like that. And like I don't really do like pretty much the only edits I do are like obviously cutting, and then transitions, and color grading, which like the Final Cut has a very basic color grading thing, but it works for me basically, very well. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I really try, and like I really like. It takes me so long to edit each video, because like now I'm kind of upset, because like I've actually for so long, and I just discovered this. Like I never even thought about doing color correcting or color grading or any of that. But like I recently like discovered it, and I thought like, man, these videos that look so much better, because like without them, I go back and look at my other videos, and I think like, man, like it just looks so like just like gray and like not colorful. But like I wish I would have done it to all my videos, but whatever. I'm doing it to all my videos now.
I'll ask you guys, who's your favourite film critic of all time?
Roger Ebert, definitely. But other than the living film critic, I don't know, kind of mainstream, but Chris Stuckman. I mean, he's.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Chris Stuckman is fucking great.
He's like the go-to critic, I think. If you just want like a quick review, I think Chris Stuckman's.
Yeah, if you want a sophisticated review, you go to Chris Stuckman. If you want a weird, probably unsophisticated one, you go to Jeremy Johns.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like Jimmy Johns that much. I think he's a bit.
No, I think his charm is worn off of me. I used to love his channel, but it's getting a little bit annoying.
I'm a fan of him. I think my favorite YouTubers go. It's tied with Chris Stuckman and the Flick Pick, and then Adam from YNS. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
I was about to say Adam.
Yeah, he's
and
fantastic.
Ralph. I really like Ralph.
You guys listen to Sardonicast?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, great.
This is what inspired me to do this. I was like, man, I want to do a podcast.
I've actually recently discovered Ralph the Movie Maker, and I like him. He's really good. He's smart.
He spends a lot of time in his videos, and you can tell.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Adam's good if you want quick, brutal videos. Quick, brutal, honest videos.
Exactly.
Chris is more of an educated mainstream guy, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Like
they all have their pros and cons, and I think that's good. They're not all copy and paste.
Exactly. Like they're all different and unique, which like really everybody is different and unique, unless you're literally trying to copy someone. Which like, I mean, like when I first started YouTube, like I kind of felt. I mean, now I kind of felt that I was just doing standard, like, okay, Blu-ray update, talking about movies, doing the same thing everyone else is doing. But, like, I feel now, at this point, that I've sort of, like, I'm definitely not trying to copy off of anyone, like...
Yeah, you're making your own content, which is your own. And no one can steal, like, your personality, that's yours.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not interested in the movies you go get, I'm more interested in the personality. I think that's what you've accomplished.
And that's really what, like, that's exactly how I want everyone to think of my videos. Like, more interested, either more so interested or just as interested in the, you know, like the camaraderie and like the people in the videos, you know. Which, like, the thing is that, like, you know, I have a lot of guests on my videos, and like if you click on a video and you're like, oh, this guy's dumb, or like I don't like this person, you know, it's not like that person's in every video. You just go, you know, to my other videos, you know, like, and you know, I guarantee you'll find someone who, you know, who you'll either relate to or end up really liking. So, like,
I think my favourite character of yours is Cyrus. He's like the funniest guy of all time.
Yeah, Cyrus, man, that... I love Cyrus, which it only sucks because he only had 2 videos, and then he had a cameo appearance in the first Megan video, which is kind of one of the first few videos that solidified, you know, like my style, which I feel like I've developed my own style, you know, of videos, although they are just simply vlog videos, but I feel like I've developed my own, fell into my own style rather than just trying to copy and paste, which, like, that wasn't what I was trying to do, but I just didn't, in the beginning, I just didn't really know what, you know, I wanted to do, so I just started out doing Blu-ray updates and stuff like that, very standard content, until I developed into my own, you know, thing.
I think it's cool that all your mates want to do, like, videos of you, because literally all my friends, none of them like movies, and it's really depressing.
Yeah, which, like, yeah, exactly. Which, like, it sucks because, like, you know, like, I discovered, you know, the, you know, people, Jeremy Johns, Chris Duckman, whoever, like, my freshman year of high school, and, you know, I you know, it's, you know, like, everyone in school and everyone I knew, like, wasn't a movie fan, you know, so, like, which, you know, it kind of, you know, sucks, but, like, you know, like, if you want to find friends who are movie enthusiasts, you know, look on the internet, you know, like, even in my videos, like...
I found so many people over Instagram the past couple of weeks.
Oh, the past couple of weeks?
Yeah, for the past month or so, who have like movies, and it's been really cool, because I thought I was, like, the only one in my age who liked movies. I was like, nah, there's quite a few people on the internet, I should have done this sooner.
Exactly, like, I mean, people tell me, like, oh, you know, who cares about movies, but, like, a lot of people do. I mean, like, right when I left Ready Player One, like, you know, like, in the theater, like, I was hearing people talk like film enthusiasts, like, they're so geeked out by this, I'm not going to spoil it, but this really epic, nerdy scene recreating a popular film location, and, you know, like, they're just so mesmerized by it, and I felt like, you know, like, there are film enthusiasts around, which, like, you know, like I said, like, not everyone in my videos is, like, a hardcore film enthusiast, you know, but some people are, and, like, I you know, like, I don't know, like, it, I feel like there's a lot of people who don't really get my content. Like, people think, like, it's just supposed to be straight up movie reviews and that's it, you know, just all movie talk. Like, people say, like, some people are like, oh, you know, like, quit with the annoying characters, man, you know, just, like, you know, like, stop with all the forced humor, like, it's not funny, like, we just want to hear your opinions on movies, or yada yada, and like, it's like, but, you know, like, it's, I don't know, like, which percentage of people who get it and people who don't get it, but I feel like there's more people who get it, you know, than not get it.
You're gonna come across people who don't get it. It's evidential, you know, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. But... Yep.
Because my cinema I go to, I've been going there for the past 3 years. So they let money off. So if I review a film they show, I'd have to pay for some of them I get into.
Oh.
That's cool.
Interesting. How old are you, Tom?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm turning 17 in about a couple months.
You sound so much older. You sound like you're 30.
I get that a lot.
You kind of sound like, I hate everything, sort of.
Really?
I mean, like,
Welsh.
a little bit. Like, maybe it's just your accent, but, like, I don't know, you
Maybe.
kind of sound like him a little bit.
Wait, is I everything Welsh? I don't know.
No, I do watch I Hate Everything a lot. I agree with like almost everything he says.
Yeah, I recently discovered him as well, and...
Wait, Alex, how old are you then? I'm confused now.
I'm 20.
20?
Yeah.
You sounded a lot younger.
Yeah, I know, because of my high-pitched voice. Like, it took me so long. Like, it took my voice so long to get to the point that it is now. And, like throughout, like, my entire life, it's just been really high-pitched. Like, to where... Like, just so high-pitched. You know, to where it's just, like, so annoying to even listen to. Like, when I listen to, like, old videos and voice recordings of me or whatever, it's just, like... It's so annoying. Like, I understand why nobody liked me.
I was 14.
What?
My voice didn't break until I was 14.
Oh, really? Yeah, but I think, like, my junior year of high school, it really started to break. And then, like, once I started my videos, like, my voice has been pretty much exactly the same, I feel. Except, like, you know, like, of course it changed slightly, but I feel like it's been pretty much exactly the same from my first video to now. But, yeah.
Do you have to bring that ID when you go watch, like, older movies? Do they ask you for ID?
No. Oh, wait, yeah, they do.
I only get into 15 rated movies. I don't get into 18s, sadly.
Oh.
It's very sad, very depressing. Do you want to talk about kids now? We have to speak on to kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kids is written by Harmony Korine and directed by Larry Clark, the greatest director who ever lived. The film is also known as AIDS the movie because it's about AIDS and kids.
Oh, I thought you said AIDS.
What a great combination. Alright, so Tom, what is Kids about? Come on, hit me with it.
Oh, why are you gonna ask me?
Because you're more smart than me.
It's about kids.
That's all we need.
Yep.
And that's not enough.
Pretty much the best plot synopsis there is. I mean, it's just kids.
It's about kids.
That's it.
Alright.
Or I don't know. I guess maybe kids being kids would be slightly better.
Yeah, there we go. Kids being kids. How's that for you?
Like, the most thing I've done like kids is probably nicked Haribo from a shop. That's probably the most edgiest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm not even proud of that. Right, so what are your opinion on Kids, Alex? What do you think? Is it a good film? Is it a bad film? Is it would you recommend it for kids?
For kids, no. Even though it's literally the freaking title, no. It's not aimed at that demographic at all. It's actually the complete opposite. I'm kind of in the middle with the film because this is a cult film. You know, like the film has developed a cult following over the years, from what I've heard and from what I've seen or whatever, and from. I actually have a friend. If you guys watch my videos, my friend Paul Flores, he really likes this movie, and I actually watched it for the first time last night, and I had access to the film because Paul was telling me about it when I was at his house, and I stole it from his house, so that's how I had access to watching the film. Which, speaking of the DVD, like, the first of all, I couldn't tell if it was like 4:3 aspect ratio, but like the really, I guess it was the filmmaker. I mean, it was definitely the filmmaker's intention, but like really crappy presentation. But I feel like it kind of fit along with the feel of the movie, with how it was like supposed to feel kind of like a documentary, which leads me to think that there's probably never going to be a Blu-ray release of it. First of all, because it's a very small like indie flick, but like it seems like something like Criterion would put out. But like the quality of the film, it seems like it's so like like not very good that I don't think there ever will be a Blu-ray release for it.
Yeah, I doubt. I don't even think it's a great movie.
Oh really?
Nah, I've seen it like 3 times.
Oh.
I don't know why I watched it 3 times. I probably sit in bed at night and I'm like, whoa. Let's watch kids.
Yeah, like I said, it has a big cult following, and there are people that love this movie and just like adore it and like watch it a lot or whatever. And there are people who hate it, which like around the time it first came out, I can understand if people. Like that people were, just didn't like it or whatever. And, like, to anyone, I can completely understand if they didn't get it or didn't, like it, which is fine. It's just one of those, divisive films. Whereas, like I said, I'm kind of in the middle with it. I couldn't, connect to any of the characters, which, like, I think probably the main reason for that is because I've never had sex before. And most of the dialogue in the film is about sex and like drugs and stuff, but like the point of the film basically was to showcase the youth of that period of time, and I think it did it successfully. I think it did what it wanted to do very well, which like it hasn't really changed that much over the years, but
I couldn't agree more, Alex. That's right. I personally, I don't think it's a great movie. I think of course, it has got a cult following, and I can understand why. Because it's probably when the film came out, there was so many kids who were like, "I want to do this." It does people think it can kind of be seen as like it's glorifying, like kids doing drugs and stuff. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it does.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Those kids.
Yeah. I mean...
Right, so
What?
Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
What?
No, I was going to say something that made no sense, so you might as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the film was okay. Well, like I said, I'm kind of in the middle with it. It wasn't like I said, I couldn't really relate, and like usually when I can't, never mind, it doesn't make sense. A lot of what I say doesn't make any sense, and you know that if those of you who watch my videos. Anyway, the film was okay. It for the most part, I know, like, there are certain things in the film, like, points that it wanted to make or whatever. I don't know if points is the right word, but, like, basically it was a realistic look about, like I said, how kids, really act, and, like, also, like, how one's selfishness can have, negative consequences on other people as well as themselves. Which, like that's pretty much, like, I guess, I don't know what the word is, the moral, like, I'm not good with vocabulary, but yeah, I guess that was, like one of the points, at least that's what I got out of it, but...
So what do you think of the moral behind kids?
Is Tom still here?
You alive?
Tom!
Tom. Rest in peace.
Okay.
He was a good man.
Okay, I guess Tom's dead. It was nice knowing you for about an hour. I was wondering why I wasn't saying anything.
It was a blissful hour.
Yeah, a blissful hour of knowing you.
Alright, so, Alex, what is your score on Kids? 10 out of 10?
Yeah, no. Overall, like I said, the film's okay. It was, like you said, it was written by Harmony Korine, and he went on to do bigger and better things. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen all of his films. I've only seen one of his films, and that is Spring Breakers, which is a guilty pleasure for me. Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure for me. It's the only James Franco film, along with The Disaster Artist, where I cannot see James Franco. Like the Spring Breakers, it's a guilty pleasure, and I love, there's, very beautiful women in it and stuff like that, and it had some pretty good cinematography. But, yeah, I mean, Kids, for the most part, it was okay for a first, it was decent for a first screenplay, And,
yeah, it definitely succeeded in what it was trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, that's a pretty good way to put it. It was successful in what the film was trying to do. So,
I thought it was Oscars.
So,
I doubt it went out to be Oscar winning.
And so, I guess if a film is successful in what it's trying to do, I guess it's a great movie. So yeah.
Yes, I agree.
So yeah, I guess it's a great film. I don't know.
I don't think it's a great film.
No.
I think it's okay movie. I'll probably forget about it in a couple days. And I'll be like, what?
I mean, it was definitely a unique experience. I don't really have too much to say about it, to be honest with you. I mean, it was okay, but yeah.
Well, I haven't seen the opening 5 minutes in any other movies, so.
What?
I haven't seen the opening 5 minutes in any other movies, so that was unique.
Yeah. It was, for the most part, a unique experience, like, some pretty good dialogue sequences. Some of it was just like, alright, it just got kind of repetitive, like, oh, sex and, whatever. But it was alright. I mean, to be honest, I'll probably never watch it again. I'm going to give the DVD that I stole from my friend Paul back to him. But it was, I don't regret watching it. It was okay, and now I can say, I've seen
the same watch Kids.
Yeah, overall, I actually wouldn't recommend it, but I would give it a C+.
Yeah, I would give it. I'll probably give it a C.
C.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, let's just wait for Tom to come back. I feel I'll cut this part out of waiting for Tom.
Okay, or I don't know. Maybe message him and say, like, where are you?
Yeah, alright, I'll go on Instagram.
Or maybe, it's because it says he's still here, so.
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
I'd be sad if he's dead. I like Tom. Whoa. 3D, yeah. Thank you for. Hold on, wait. Shit, I'm sorry. Fuck off. No, Tom. I love you, Tom. Tom.
So you said So you said your favorite Alex Leyba character is Cyrus?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so funny because I don't know, just like the way he looks, like he literally looks homeless. Like, no.
Is he actually homeless?
That's one of the biggest questions ever, and that's probably the biggest mystery of the Alex Leyba channel, and I'm gonna leave it as a mystery.
Alright, fair enough.
But the thing is that he's such a weird ass fucking person. And he hasn't said a word to us for ever since we did that last video. And I don't know, I think he goes and checks his Facebook at the library or something when they're open. And then he just like, you know, it gets on his Facebook and stuff. And then, like, Eric put out a Facebook post, and then he said, Cyrus, call me, or something, and tagged him. And then Cyrus left us, like, 4 paragraphs, long-ass paragraphs, just about nothing. And then, like, he said, like, just about him saying, like, I think I found my place in this world. Like, just trying to be real deep and shit. And then he said, like, I don't know when our paths will cross again, gentlemen, but hopefully it'll be soon. And then he didn't say anything when we tried to respond back. I don't know. He's kind of a weird fucker, but he's a funny weird fucker.
I want to meet him.
Yeah, but he did answer his phone though on a live stream a while back, which that was pretty funny. But like I don't know why he didn't talk to us at all. Like after I think it was in August, but I don't know.
Right, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Damn. Aren't you worried for his, like, he might be dead?
We know he's not dead because he left that Facebook comment a while back, but I don't know.
Maybe he's filming the Hobo with Shotgun too. You don't know.
It's been over a year since he's been on, the channel, which like everyone still talks about him like in live streams and on my channel and stuff, like he's like really relevant. It's like he's not like I'm kind of like not trying to erase him, but just kind of like not talking about him anymore in videos because like I don't know if he's ever gonna come back, but like if he does come back, that would be amazing. And like
yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's really funny and like
yeah, he's hilarious. That's great. Oh, it's actually annoying me. Tom, I love you. Please, you're my. I don't know. I don't know what he is to me. Where are you, Tom?
Do you have his number?
No. I think we haven't got that stage of our relationship yet. Early days.
He's from the internet, right? He's not from school?
No, yeah, he lives in Wales. I live in Cornwall. We have no idea what these places are. They're in England.
How far are those two places from?
We're like 6 hours apart. Wales is like up country, and am I up country? I don't know. He's down near Ireland. Is Wales near Ireland? I don't know. But we're both proud British. I don't know. I'm not proud to be British in a moment because of Brexit. But yeah. Oh, Alex, when you next do your Blu-ray collection, we need it.
What?
You need to do a new Blu-ray collection, man. I want to.
Yeah, actually, like those are yearly. I did one in that was my first video. One in June 2015. One in June 2016, the one in June 2017, which is almost at 20,000 views. I wish I would have like triple monetized it. I don't know why I didn't. I just monetized it once. I could have made shitloads of money off of that, but I will for the next one. Believe me. But like, hopefully it does way better than that last one. But like the collection hasn't really changed all that much. So like, I don't know if you want to like, I'm thinking about doing it with Paul. But like if I did it with him, then the video would just be like way longer, And I'm thinking about doing the collection video and like, and because I've been editing in 4K now, and so like that's why they usually they take longer to come out, the videos now, and also like they take longer to edit and import and upload whatever because they're in 4K. But with the longer videos, like the collection video, I think I'm just gonna do it in 1080 because like it's it's just a single shot, so I think like it would be better, but I'm kind of thinking ahead because like that's gonna be coming in June, so. But Did you check out my friend Paul's Blu-ray collection yet, or no?
Oh yeah, I watched that like the day it came out. I loved it. It was great.
Oh, thanks, man. That's kind of a longer one, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, it was really funny. It was pretty funny.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's funny that it has like 3 copies of Hostel. That's just.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh my God, Tom!
Yeah.
What?
Oh my, you're back.
Yeah, I've been here for ages.
What?
What?
No, I'm joking, just came back.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Alright, Tom. Alright, so what are your thoughts on what's your score on Kids? You need to know
On
this,
Kids?
man. Yeah.
Dead Sea. Right in the middle.
Dead Sea.
5%.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. That's that's my exact. I mean, I rated it earlier, but that's how I feel about it. I think we feel the same way about it, Tom. I think we all feel the same way about it overall. It's just okay, average. It was unique for. It's a unique film, but it's not a film I'm gonna watch again, and it's not one that I would exactly recommend to people, especially like, you know, mainstream people or people in my life.
They won't enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a certain kind of film, but you have to be in the right mood or right age to understand and, you know, appreciate. Exactly. You can't just go into it wanting to like it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you guys got any movie recommendations that maybe we all should watch? That would be good. That maybe what's ahead of.
I can go first if you want. The one I recommend to everyone, which apparently no one has seen. You probably already know what it's going to be. I'd recommend Brixby Bear.
Oh my God. I'm going to watch it.
What is it?
I'll watch it now. You recommend it?
Have you seen Alex?
What is it?
Brixby Bear.
Oh, I think I've heard of that one. I've not seen it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's really good.
Okay.
My recommendation would be Dead Man Shoes.
What is it? Dead Man Shoes?
Dead Man Shoes. Directed by Steve Meadows, who did This Is England. Legend. It's a good film. You should watch it. There's a really good twist on the serial killer kind of formula. It's actually a really good film.
What's it called? Dead Man Shoes.
Yeah, Dead Man Shoes.
Okay, got it.
Interesting.
What's your one, Alex?
Well, one movie that I always recommend to people, like film enthusiasts, is Tape. But you already saw Tape, directed by it's the most probably the most underrated film, along with Waking Life, by my favorite filmmaker, Richard Linklater. What did you think of that movie?
What, of Tape?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. It does really well for like the limitations it has.
Yeah,
and it's really effective for what it's kind of the whole like plot. It does sound a bit boring. If you said this film is about this, you'd be like, what?
Exactly.
That sounds boring. But it's not boring, and I think it's a really good little effective indie film, and I think it's great.
Yeah, exactly. Like I really love that movie, but like what you just said about like the premise and like, oh, you know, if you tell someone the premise, you're gonna be like, I don't know. I sort of played with that because like there's a lot of movies like that. I sort of played with that sort of thing in the Blu-ray Hunting with Cool Looter video I did recently. I was trying to get him to like, buy this movie called Carnage, which is a similar film. Like the whole thing takes place in one apartment and it's all dialogue. I'm like, I'm gonna make you interested in it. The whole thing takes place in one room with characters talking.
If you like films in one location, you should watch Lock with Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Lock with Tom Hardy. I have not seen that one yet.
It's set in Tom Hardy in one car, and he's trying to solve like all these wrongs he's wronged people in the past, and he's trying to solve it, and like when he's driving somewhere. I'm not going to spoil where he's going to because it kind of spoils the whole movie, but it's a really good film.
Do you know how the film takes place in one location?
What?
Free Fire.
That takes place in the
we watched that last night, didn't we?
Yeah, that was good.
It was great.
Have you seen that, Alex?
I have not seen it, but I've Stuckman reviewed it, and I've heard things about it. It sounds fun.
It's a fun film. It's not like John Wick level of fun with guns, but it's fun.
I gotcha.
It's got some really good cast development for a film that has 10 minutes of like about 20 minutes of them kind of development, and it makes you like know the characters really well, and you feel like you know them. It's a great film.
I gotcha.
No,
what's that film for tonight, Tom? I completely forgot what it is.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah,
I'm watching that tonight, definitely. Because I have not seen it. Oh.
That's actually the only Wes Anderson that I actually have seen, and it was great.
Yeah, my favourite Wes Anderson's Bottle Rocket, and everyone hates me for saying that.
I like to watch Moonrise Kingdom when I can.
I actually have the Blu-ray, not the Criterion, but the regular Blu-ray for Moonrise Kingdom. And I feel like I should watch all of his movies in order just to see like how he progresses. Which I heard Bottle Rockets what was his first film, and it pretty much launched Owen Wilson's career, and it was basically like not at the point to where he solidified his own style. So it was kind of for Wes Anderson kind of a different movie. I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox in the cinema, and I liked it in cinema when I was a kid, but its charm is worn off for me. I think
it's opposite for me. I didn't like it as a kid, but now I love it.
That's one I wouldn't mind checking out. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, it's a good thing to check out before you watch Isle of Dogs. So you know. Thank you for watching, everyone. It was great having these great people here to talk about movies.
Exactly.
We'll do another one next time with some other people.
Exactly.
That'd be great.
It was nice talking to you guys. Thank you so much for asking me to come on. It was nice talking to some other fellow film enthusiasts about films. Okay.
My final word actually, whoever has to edit all these weird pauses.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna take you so long to edit. I'm sorry.
Definitely worth time.
I'm giving someone 20 quid.
An hour and 26 minutes. Holy fuck.